Introduction. How to make better decisions. Life is an intricate mosaic of decisions. Some are small, like deciding what to eat for breakfast, while others are monumental, like choosing a career path. Each decision shapes our journey, influencing our happiness, success, and overall well-being. Yet many of us struggle with making decisions. We doubt ourselves, feel overwhelmed by choices, or fear the consequences of taking the wrong step. How to Make Better Decisions is written for anyone who wants to master the art of decision-making. Whether you're a student contemplating your future, a professional navigating complex work situations, or an individual facing personal dilemmas, this book aims to empower you with the confidence and skills to choose wisely. In this book, you'll discover how your brain processes decisions, while you sometimes make choices against your best interest, and how to harness the power of both intuition and rational thinking. By blending motivational insights with practical strategies, this book provides you with a well-rounded toolkit for making better decisions. What you will gain. 1. Clarity and confidence. Understand the psychological mechanisms that underlie decision-making. Learn how to identify and overcome biases that cloud your judgment. 2. Practical techniques. Discover actionable tips and strategies you can apply immediately. Whether you need to make quick decisions in high-pressure situations or ponder long-term choices, you'll find tools tailored to various scenarios. 3. Inner peace. Free yourself from the paralyzing fear of making the wrong choice. Learn how to be at peace with the decisions you make and understand that every choice offers valuable lessons. 4. Improved outcomes. Enhance the quality of your decisions, leading to better outcomes in your personal, academic, and professional life. 5. Inspirational stories. Be inspired by real-life examples of individuals who transformed their lives through better decision-making. Learn from their experiences and apply the same principles to your own life. This book is divided into 10 engaging chapters, each focusing on different aspects of decision-making. Drawing on scientific research, personal anecdotes, and motivational insights, I aim to guide you on a transformative journey. By the end of this book, you will not only make better decisions, but also enjoy the process of deciding. Let's embark on this journey together towards becoming more decisive, confident, and successful in life. Welcome to How to Make Better Decisions. Chapter 1. The Power of Decisions. Imagine standing at a crossroads, with multiple paths spreading out before you. This moment represents the countless decisions we make in life. Every choice, big or small, plays a vital role in shaping our futures. Sometimes we underestimate the power of our decisions, but this chapter will show you why making the right decisions is crucial for personal growth and happiness. The weight of a decision. Every day you decide from the instant you wake up. Do you hit the snooze button or get out of bed? Do you go for a morning jog or skip it? These seemingly small choices may appear trivial, but they pile up over time to define our habits, routines, and ultimately, our lives. To illustrate, think about someone who decides to learn a new language. It's just one choice, but it leads to daily practice, enhanced cognitive skills, new friendships, and even career opportunities. Conversely, the choice to neglect self-care and give in to bad habits can lead to negative consequences, slowly compounding into significant life challenges. It's the small, consistent decisions that build towards achieving big goals or facing substantial setbacks. The domino effect. Our decisions are like falling dominoes. One choice triggers another, which triggers yet another. For instance, deciding to invest time in reading books on personal development can inspire positive lifestyle changes. Those initial efforts then spread to other areas of life: better relationships, improved work performance, and enhanced well-being. A young woman named Emily once decided to spend 30 minutes each morning learning about financial management. This led her to better budgeting, Eventually, she started a small business and achieved financial independence. A single, seemingly minor decision turned into a transformative journey, positively affecting her life and the lives around her. Why good decisions matter? Good decisions are vital because they bring about favorable outcomes. Here are a few reasons why making good decisions matters. 1. Improves quality of life. Well thought out decisions often lead to better physical, emotional, and mental health. Choosing to eat healthily, exercise regularly, and nurture positive relationships enhances overall well-being. 2. Increases opportunities. Good decisions open doors. Pursuing further education or taking on new work responsibilities can lead to career advancement and personal satisfaction. 3. Boosts confidence. Successfully tackling challenges through sound decisions builds self-esteem. The more confident you are in your ability to make good choices, the more prepared you feel to handle life's uncertainties. The role of values and priorities. One of the keys to making good decisions is understanding your core values and priorities. This clarity acts as a compass, guiding you through life's many choices. If you value family, you'll make decisions that support spending quality time with them. If personal growth is essential to you, you'll choose activities that foster learning and self-reflection. Take a moment to reflect. What are your top values and priorities? How do these influence your daily decisions? Understanding your guiding principles makes aligning choices with long-term goals easier and more fulfilling. An exercise in decision-making. Consider a significant decision you've made in the past year. Perhaps it was changing jobs, moving to a new city, or starting a new hobby. Reflect on the process you went through to make this decision. What factors did you consider? How did your values and priorities influence your choice? Understanding the decision-making process helps you learn from past experiences and make better future choices. Concluding thoughts. Decisions shape our lives in profound ways. Each choice sets off a chain of events that define who we are and who we become. Therefore, it's essential to approach decision-making with intention and mindfulness. Remember, even the smallest decisions can have a lasting impact. As you embark on this journey of self-improvement, prioritize making decisions that align with your values, enhance your life quality, and set you on a path to achieving your goals. In the upcoming chapters, we'll dive deeper into understanding your mind, balancing logic and intuition, and setting clear objectives. Together, we'll explore how to hone the skill of making powerful, positive decisions, laying the foundation for a fulfilling and successful life. This is just the beginning of harnessing the power within you to make choices that lead to personal growth, happiness, and lasting success. Get ready to unlock the potential that lies in every decision you make. Chapter 2. Understanding your mind. Understanding your mind. Imagine walking through a cluttered room in pitch darkness. You stumble, knock things over, and feel lost. This is often how we navigate through life if we don't understand how our mind works. By shining a light on the workings of our mind, we can avoid those stumbles and navigate life more smoothly. This chapter is all about understanding the mind, the conscious, the subconscious, and how they shape our decisions. The dual mind, conscious and subconscious. Our mind can be thought of as having two main parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Each plays a unique and crucial role in how we think, feel, and make decisions. 1. The conscious mind. The conscious mind is the part of your mind you're actively aware of. It includes your thoughts, perceptions, and decisions. It's what you're using to read and process these words right now. The conscious mind operates in the present, making decisions based on information, logic, and rational thinking. Example, let's say you're deciding what to eat for dinner. You might consciously think about your options, remember a restaurant you liked, or consider what's already in your fridge. 2. The subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, on the other hand, operates below the surface. It's responsible for all the automatic processes like breathing, your heartbeat, and ingrained habits. It stores your experiences, memories, and learned behaviors. Unlike the conscious mind, the subconscious isn't always within your direct control, but it greatly influences your actions and reactions. Example: have you ever driven a familiar route and suddenly realized you don't remember part of the journey? Your subconscious took over, allowing you to navigate while your conscious mind was probably thinking about something else. Why understanding matters. Grasping the interplay between your conscious and subconscious is like learning to drive a car with both manual and automatic settings. Once you understand when to switch modes, you can optimize your journey. Awareness of triggers. Often, our subconscious reacts to triggers that the conscious mind isn't aware of. These triggers can be anything: a smell, a sound, or a particular situation. Example: imagine you're at a party and you suddenly feel uneasy. You can't pinpoint why. Upon reflection, you realize that a song playing in the background was one you heard during a difficult time in your life. Your subconscious recognized and reacted to the song, even when your conscious mind did not. The interplay of conscious and subconscious in decision-making. 1. Automatic versus deliberate actions. Many of our decisions are made automatically by the subconscious, especially if they're habitual, or if we've made similar decisions before. Example: brushing your teeth every morning is a subconscious habit. You don't need to decide to do it consciously every single day. For more complex decisions, the conscious mind steps in. Example: deciding to move to a new city will likely involve gathering information, weighing pros and cons, and projecting future outcomes, all conscious processes. 2. Emotions and reason. Emotions originate in the subconscious, but can shape our conscious thoughts. Similarly, our reasoned thoughts can still be influenced by deeper, emotional currents we're not fully aware of. Example: you might consciously decide to take a new job because it pays more, reason, but subconsciously you might also be motivated by a desire to feel valued and important, emotion. Techniques to harness your mind's power. 1. Mindfulness and reflection. By practicing mindfulness, you can heighten awareness of your subconscious triggers and habits. Take time to reflect on your daily actions and responses to better understand them. 2. Visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool that connects the conscious and subconscious. By vividly imagining a desired outcome, you can program your subconscious to work towards it, even when you're not actively thinking about it. Example: if you're aiming to improve public speaking, visualize yourself delivering a powerful speech. This can help reduce anxiety and align your subconscious with your conscious goal. 3. Journaling. Journaling can help uncover your subconscious thoughts and patterns. By writing about your day, worries, and decisions, you bring your subconscious influences to the surface. Embracing the journey. Understanding your mind is an ongoing journey. By recognizing the roles of your conscious and subconscious, you become more aware of why you think and act the way you do. This awareness is the first step toward mastering your decisions and shaping your life. Remember, the mind is a powerful tool. Learning to navigate its depths and mechanisms can transform how you approach challenges, make decisions, and step forward on your path to self-improvement. The more you understand your mind, the better equipped you are to make choices that lead to a fulfilling and successful life. Chapter 3. Emotions, Friend or Foe. Introduction. Every day we grapple with countless decisions, ranging from the trivial to the life-altering. Whether it's choosing what to have for breakfast or deciding on a career change, one powerful force is at play behind the scenes: our emotions. Emotions are an inseparable part of the human experience, shaping our perceptions and influencing our actions. But are they our friends, guiding us toward better choices, or our foes, leading us astray with irrational impulses? The role of emotions in decision-making. Emotions are not inherently good or bad. They are signals that convey important information about our environment and our inner state. When you feel joy, your body is telling you that something desirable has occurred. When you feel fear, it's a warning designed to preserve your safety. Consider the scenario of Alice, a young woman walking alone at night. When she hears footsteps behind her, she feels a rush of fear, prompting her to remain cautious and potentially avoid danger. In this case, her emotions are clearly her friend protecting her. However, emotions can also lead to hasty decisions that we may later regret. Imagine John, a businessman, who receives an angry email from a client. Overwhelmed by his emotions, he replies in the heat of the moment, only to later regret his harsh words. Here, his emotions became his foe, clouding his judgment. Emotional triggers and rational choices. To manage emotions effectively, it's crucial to understand what triggers them. These triggers can be specific events, thoughts, or even physical states like hunger or fatigue. By identifying your triggers, you gain the first tool to harnessing your emotions. One practical method is to pause and reflect before reacting. For instance, let's say Maria receives constructive criticism at work. Her initial emotional response might be defensiveness. However, by taking a moment to breathe and process the feedback, she can respond more constructively, recognizing the value in the input. Techniques for managing emotions. 1. Mindfulness and self-awareness. Being aware of your emotional states can help you manage them more effectively. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to acknowledge your feelings rather than suppressing them. Practicing mindfulness techniques such as meditation or simple deep breathing exercises can enhance your emotional awareness. 2. Cognitive reframing. This technique involves changing the way you think about a situation to alter your emotional response. If you find yourself feeling frustrated because of a delayed flight, try reframing the situation. Instead of focusing on the inconvenience, think of the extra time as an opportunity to read a book or catch up on work. 3. Emotional labeling. Simply putting a name to your emotions can lessen their intensity. If you're feeling anxious, acknowledge it by saying, "I am feeling anxious right now." This conscious act can help you distance yourself from the emotion and approach the situation more calmly. 4. Exercise and physical activity. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Engaging in regular exercise can result in better emotional regulation. 5. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can give you a fresh perspective and help you understand the underlying causes of your emotions. It provides a private space to reflect and gain insights that might be missed in the hustle of daily life. Balancing emotion with logic. A balanced approach involves integrating your emotional responses with logical reasoning. For example, when making a significant financial decision, acknowledge your emotions, but let logic guide your actions. If you're euphoric about a stock that's surging, balance that excitement with a careful analysis of the market trends and company fundamentals. Consider Raj, who is planning to buy a new car. He feels a rush of excitement about a flashy sports model. However, by balancing this emotional impulse with a rational assessment of his budget and needs, he might decide to opt for a more practical vehicle. Conclusion. Emotions are neither friends nor foes. They are tools. When wielded wisely, they can enhance your decision-making process, providing you with passion, intuition, and urgency. When mismanaged, they can blindside you, leading to impulsive and regrettable choices. By recognizing your emotional triggers, practicing techniques to manage your feelings, and balancing emotion with logic, you can harness the true power of emotions to make more thoughtful and effective decisions. Remember, the journey of managing your emotions is a continuous one. Each step you take will not only bring you closer to mastering your emotional responses, but also to achieving your goals and living a more fulfilling life. So the next time you feel your emotions surging, pause, reflect, and ask yourself, are they guiding you or misleading you? This simple act of reflection will empower you to make the next best decision. Chapter 4: Logic and Intuition, a Balanced Act. In our journey through life, we constantly make decisions big and small. Sometimes we rely on gut feelings. Other times we need careful analysis. This chapter explores the roles of logic and intuition in decision-making and how to balance both for better choices. By the end, you'll discover how these two facets of your mind can work harmoniously to guide you through life's choices. Understanding logic and intuition. Let's start by defining our terms. Logic is the systematic process of reasoning. It's like using a map and compass to navigate unfamiliar terrain. Logic involves gathering facts, assessing the details, and making conclusions based on evidence. Intuition is more like a sudden, unplanned insight. It comes without conscious reasoning, akin to having a gut feeling. Intuition draws on our accumulated experiences and subconscious knowledge. Think of logic as a flashlight that illuminates the path ahead, while intuition is the quiet inner voice that hints where to point the light. The synergy of logic and intuition. It's easy to see why both logic and intuition are crucial. One offers clarity and the other speed. Alone, each has limitations. Relying only on logic. Suppose, for instance, you're in a supermarket choosing between two brands of cereal. Logic would have you compare prices, check nutritional values, and maybe even read customer reviews. This process is thorough, but time-consuming. Relying only on intuition. On the other hand, intuition might have you grab one brand because it feels right. It's quick, but might lack a solid foundation. The trick is to find balance. By combining logic with intuition, you acknowledge your gut while also ensuring your decisions are grounded in reality. Case study: choosing a career. Imagine you're considering two job offers. Here's how you might approach the decision. 1. Logic first. List out the facts. Job A offers a higher salary but requires relocating. Job B is closer to home, but the pay is average. Company culture, growth opportunities, and work-life balance are factors to consider too. You might even create a pros and cons list for each job. 2. Intuition. Next, sit quietly and think about how you feel about each job. Do you feel excited, anxious, or indifferent? Sometimes our feelings hint at factors our conscious mind hasn't fully considered. 3. Balancing both. After thorough logical analysis and understanding your gut reactions, you consult trusted friends, mentors, or family. They offer perspectives that might highlight aspects you haven't thought of. In the end, a balanced decision respects the thoroughness of logic and the insights of intuition. How to develop and balance both. 1. Cultivate logic. Learn continually. Stay curious and keep learning. Knowledge enriches your logical decision-making capability. Think critically. Practice questioning assumptions. Why do you think a certain way? What's the evidence supporting your beliefs? Analyze past decisions. Reflect on your past choices. What did you overlook? What facts were beneficial? 2. Tune into intuition. Mindfulness. Practice meditation or simply take quiet moments to reflect. It sharpens your ability to hear your inner voice. Experience. The more you expose yourself to varied experiences, the richer your intuitive database. Volunteer, travel, or try new hobbies. Trust yourself. Sometimes give your gut feeling a chance, even on smaller choices. Notice what happens and learn from these experiences. 3. Practice integration. Write it out. When faced with a choice, jot down logical arguments and note your intuitive feelings. Compare and weigh both. Take time. Not every decision needs to be immediate. Pausing allows your mind to subconsciously merge logic and intuition. Seek feedback. Share your thought process with a trusted person. They might offer insights that ensure a more balanced view. Conclusion. Balancing logic and intuition isn't about favoring one over the other. It's about embracing both to make wiser, more comprehensive choices. Logic guides us with clarity, while intuition connects us to the vast reservoir of our subconscious mind. By honing both, you're building a formidable toolkit. You will not only make better decisions, but also grow in confidence and competence. Decisions, big or small, will become less daunting and more empowering. Remember, the key lies in balance, a harmonious blend that can only enhance the adventure of your life's journey. Chapter 5. Overcoming cognitive biases. Identifying common cognitive biases and strategies to overcome them. Human minds are immensely powerful, yet incredibly vulnerable to certain traps that can skew our decision-making processes. These traps, known as cognitive biases, are systematic patterns of deviation from norm or rationality in judgment. While these biases can be adaptive shortcuts, often they lead us astray. In this chapter, we'll explore some of the most common cognitive biases and discuss strategies to overcome them. By recognizing and understanding these biases, we can make more rational, informed decisions that propel us forward in our personal and professional lives. 1. Confirmation bias. What it is. Confirmation bias occurs when we favor information that conforms to our pre-existing beliefs while disregarding information that contradicts them. For example, if you believe a certain diet is the best, you may only read articles that support this belief, ignoring any opposing evidence. Overcoming it. Challenge yourself to seek out and consider opposing viewpoints. Ask yourself, what evidence would make me change my mind? Deliberately expose yourself to information that goes against your beliefs and engage in discussions with people who hold different views. 2. Anchoring bias. What it is. Anchoring bias happens when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we receive, the anchor, when making decisions. For instance, if you see a jacket priced at $300 and then find it on sale for $150, you may perceive it as a great deal based solely on the initial price. Overcoming it. Be aware of the initial information that could serve as an anchor in your decision-making. Give yourself adequate time to consider multiple perspectives and additional information before forming a conclusion. 3. Overconfidence bias. What it is. Overconfidence bias involves having an unmerited assurance in one's judgments, talents, or abilities. This can lead to underestimating risks or overestimating your performance in various tasks. Overcoming it. Recognize the limits of your knowledge and expertise. Engage in self-reflection and solicit honest feedback from peers. Set realistic expectations and prepare contingency plans to account for possible setbacks. 4. Availability bias. What it is. Availability bias occurs when we judge the probability of events based on how easily examples come to mind. For instance, after watching news reports about plane crashes, you might believe air travel is more dangerous than it is, even though statistically it is quite safe. Overcoming it. Broaden your information sources and seek out statistical data. Be mindful of emotional stories or vivid examples distorting your perception. Ground your decisions in extensive and diverse information. 5. Hindsight bias. What it is. Hindsight bias is the tendency to see events as having been predictable after they have already occurred. This can lead to unnecessary self-criticism or poor strategic planning, as you might believe outcomes were more certain than they actually were. Overcoming it. Approach past events with a learning mindset rather than a critical one. Acknowledge the unpredictability of many situations and focus on what can be learned to improve future decision-making. Document decisions and the reasoning behind them to understand why you made certain choices at the time. 6. Bandwagon effect. What it is. The bandwagon effect is the tendency to adopt a belief or action because many others are doing the same. This can lead to herd behavior, where you might follow others without critical analysis. Overcoming it. Foster an independent thinking approach. Ask yourself why you are following a particular trend and whether it aligns with your values and goals. Gather evidence and analysis before conforming to the majority. 7. Status quo bias. What it is. Status quo bias is the preference for the current state of affairs, with a resistance to change. This can prevent progress and innovation. Overcoming it. Encourage yourself to consider the benefits and opportunities of change. Weigh the risks of staying the same versus the potential rewards of new approaches. Experiment with small changes to build comfort and confidence. Conclusion. Overcoming cognitive biases is crucial for making more rational and effective decisions. By acknowledging these biases, we can take proactive steps to recognize their influence and mitigate their impact. Cultivating self-awareness, challenging our assumptions, and seeking diverse perspectives can all contribute to better decision-making and ultimately a more fulfilling life journey. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate biases completely, which is impossible, but to minimize their influence on our actions and decisions. This practice is a continuous journey, one that requires persistence and vigilance, but promises profound improvements in our personal development and life skills. Chapter 6. Setting clear goals. Setting clear goals is like having a lighthouse in a stormy sea. It guides your decisions, keeps you focused, and drives you towards success. Without goals, you can drift aimlessly. Let's dive into how you can set clear and achievable goals to shape your path effectively. The importance of clear goals. When your goals are clear, your mind can map out the steps needed to achieve them. Vague goals lead to vague outcomes, but clear goals provide structure and purpose. They help you prioritize what matters and make decisions that align with your desired future. SMART goals. The SMART framework is one of the most effective ways to set clear goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific. Your goal should be clear and specific. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I want to be able to run a 5K without stopping." Measurable. You need to track your progress. For example, set the goal of running 1K in 7 minutes by the end of the first month. Achievable. Your goal should stretch you but still be within reach. Running a full marathon next month might not be achievable if you are just starting to exercise. Relevant. Your goal should align with your values and long-term objectives. If fitness is important for your health goals, training for a 5K is relevant. Time-bound. Every goal needs a deadline. This creates urgency and helps you stay on track. Set a date for when you want to achieve the 5K run. Breaking down larger goals. Larger goals can seem daunting and sometimes unachievable. The key is breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps. For instance, let's say your goal is to write a book. Here's a breakdown. 1. Research. Spend 2 weeks researching your topic. 2. Outline. Create a detailed outline of the book over the next month. 3. Chapters. Write 1 chapter per fortnight. 4. Editing. Dedicate 3 months to editing and refining. 5. Publication. Spend 2 months on publication details and marketing. Each step is a mini-goal that brings you closer to your larger goal. The role of motivation. Knowing why you want to achieve a goal fuels your motivation. Take some time to reflect on the reasons behind your goals. Are they driven by a desire for personal growth, financial stability, or perhaps a sense of achievement? When you're clear about the why, the how becomes easier to manage and the journey more meaningful. Mental visualization. Visualizing your goal helps in making it a reality. Close your eyes and imagine crossing the finish line of that 5K run, feeling the sense of accomplishment. This mental visualization can significantly boost your motivation and make the journey enjoyable. Accountability. Sharing your goals with someone can help you stay accountable. It could be a friend, family member, or a mentor. Regular check-ins can provide the encouragement you need and keep you on the path. Being accountable to someone makes you more committed to your goals. Adjusting along the way. Sometimes life throws unexpected challenges, and you may need to adjust your goals. Flexibility does not mean giving up. It means being realistic and adapting as necessary. If an injury sidelines your running plans, perhaps focus on strength training or swimming until you can get back to running. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledging and celebrating small victories along the way will keep you motivated. Each small win boosts your confidence and encourages you to keep pushing forward. If your goal is to write a book, celebrate after each chapter. These celebrations remind you of the progress you're making. Real-life example. Consider John, who wanted to transition to a new career. His ultimate goal was to become a software developer, but he had no experience in the field. His first step was setting clear, incremental goals using the SMART framework. Specific: enroll in an online coding bootcamp. Measurable: complete 10 coding assignments every month. Achievable: start with basic programming languages like Python and JavaScript. Relevant: align new skills with desired job roles in the tech industry. Time-bound: aim to finish the bootcamp in 6 months. John broke his larger goal into smaller steps, like completing each module of the course and building small projects. He stayed motivated by connecting with peers and celebrating every time he successfully built an application. Even when he faced challenges, he adjusted his learning pace but never lost sight of his larger goal. Eventually, John achieved his goal and landed a job as a junior software developer. Conclusion. Setting clear and achievable goals is fundamental to guiding your decision-making effectively. Use the SMART framework. Break down larger goals, stay motivated through visualization, maintain accountability, adjust when necessary, and celebrate your progress. By following these steps, you are not only setting yourself up for success, but also creating a structured and purposeful life journey. Keep your goals clear, your intentions strong, and watch as you navigate toward your dreams eloquently and confidently. In the next chapter, we'll explore how deliberation and action play critical roles in achieving these well-defined goals. Chapter 7. Deliberation and Action. Imagine standing in front of a sea, your toes inch closer to the water's edge. The waves splash gently, tempting you to dive in. This simple scene can teach us a profound lesson about life, the delicate balance between deliberation and action. Knowing when to think deeply and when to leap into action can be the key to success and fulfillment. Deliberation, the art of thoughtful consideration. Deliberation is the process of thoughtful consideration before making decisions. It is like preparing for a journey. You need to pack, plan your route, and think ahead about any obstacles you might encounter. This kind of preparation prevents hasty, reckless decisions that could lead to negative outcomes. Think about a student deciding which college to attend. Taking the time to research options, visit campuses, and talk to current students allows them to make an informed choice, potentially setting the stage for their future career and happiness. If they chose impulsively without such deliberation, they might end up at a place that doesn't align with their goals or values. Signs you need more deliberation. 1. High stakes. When the decision has significant consequences, more time should be given to weigh options. 2. Lack of information. If you don't know enough about the situation, take time to gather more data. 3. Multiple options. When there are many choices available, careful consideration can help identify the best one. Action. The courage to make a move. On the flip side, action is just as crucial. It's one thing to have a wealth of knowledge and carefully laid plans, but without taking the first step, nothing is achieved. Action transforms dreams into reality. It's about diving into the sea after you've assessed you can swim, enjoying the waves and the journey. Consider a business person who has spent months planning a new venture. They've conducted market research, built a robust business plan, and obtained the necessary resources. At some point, they must stop planning and start executing. Over-deliberation can lead to missed opportunities. There's a perfect window when action needs to take place, and it often waits for no one. Signals it's time to act. 1. Sufficient information. When you have enough details to make a reasonably informed decision. 2. Limited window of opportunity. If waiting longer could result in lost opportunities. 3. Paralysis by analysis. When ongoing deliberation becomes counterproductive and you find yourself stuck. Striking the right balance. The harmony between deliberation and action lies at the heart of effective decision-making. Figuring out when to switch from planning to doing is an art form in itself. Practical tips for balancing deliberation and action. 1. Set deadlines for decisions. Allocate specific times for deliberation. If you're making a big decision, such as buying a house, set a date by which you'll decide. This approach helps avoid endless contemplation. 2. Seek feedback. Sometimes an outside perspective can provide clarity. Discuss your deliberations with trusted friends or mentors to gain different viewpoints before acting. 3. Trust your instincts. While facts are crucial, don't underestimate the power of intuition. Your gut feeling can be an essential guide when the facts alone can't give you the answer. 4. Evaluate risks and benefits. Write down the pros and cons of acting or continuing to deliberate. If the benefits of action outweigh the risks, it might be time to proceed. 5. Reflect and adjust. After taking action, it's okay to reflect on what you've done. Adjust your plans as needed based on the outcomes of your actions. This practice helps fine-tune your balance of deliberation and action over time. Conclusion: embracing decision-making as a skill. Both deliberation and action are skills that can be developed and perfected over time. By practicing and reflecting on your decisions, you become better at discerning when to weigh your options and when to take the plunge. Life is a series of decisions, big and small, and mastering this delicate dance can lead to more fulfilling and successful outcomes. So as you stand at the edge of your own life sea, remember to take the time to deliberate, but don't be afraid to dive in when the moment is right. The waves of life await those who are prepared thoughtfully and ready to act courageously. Chapter 8. Learning from failure. Life is an unpredictable journey, and failure is an integral part of this adventure. No matter how carefully we plan or how diligently we work, we are bound to face setbacks. But failure is not the end. It is the beginning of a new learning experience. In this chapter, we'll explore how to embrace failure and transform it into a stepping stone toward success. Embracing failure with a positive mindset. Failing at something does not mean you are a failure. It simply means you tried something that didn't work out as planned. When you approach failure with a positive mindset, you position yourself to learn and grow from the experience. Think about a time when you tried something and didn't get the result you wanted. Maybe you prepared hard for a job interview but didn't get the position. Instead of feeling disheartened, reflect on what went wrong and what you could do differently next time. This reflection is critical to learning and improvement. Analyzing your mistakes. The first step in learning from failure is to analyze what went wrong. Make a list of the factors that contributed to the failure. Be honest with yourself and don't shy away from acknowledging your mistakes. For example, imagine you started a small business, but it didn't take off as expected. Break down the aspects that led to the outcome. Was it a lack of market research? Did you underestimate the competition? Maybe your marketing strategy was ineffective. Identifying these areas will help you understand what needs to be improved. Extracting valuable lessons. Once you have analyzed your mistakes, it's time to extract valuable lessons from them. Think of these lessons as treasure hidden within your failure. They are nuggets of wisdom that can guide you in future endeavors. For instance, If your business failed due to poor market research, the lesson is clear. Next time, conduct thorough market research before launching your product. If your competitor outperformed you because they had a stronger online presence, learn the importance of digital marketing and social media engagement. Redefining failure. It's important to redefine what failure means to you. Failure is not just an endpoint. It's a feedback loop that provides insight into your actions and choices. Redefine failure as a natural and essential part of the learning process. Look at successful individuals and organizations around the world. Many of them faced multiple failures before achieving their goals. The key is not to avoid failure, but to persevere and adapt based on the lessons learned. Staying resilient. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. When you experience failure, it is normal to feel disappointed. Allow yourself to process these emotions, but don't dwell on them. Shift your focus toward the future and the new opportunities that lie ahead. Consider the story of a man who aspired to become a professional athlete. He faced numerous rejections and injuries, but instead of giving up, he used these setbacks as motivation to train harder and smarter. His resilience eventually led him to achieve his dream. Turning failure into motivation. Failure can be a powerful motivator. Instead of letting it deter you, use it as fuel to push yourself forward. Remind yourself of your ultimate goals and visualize the success you want to achieve. Let each failure serve as a reminder of how much you want to succeed. For example, a scientist working on a new invention may face several failed experiments. These failed attempts are not wasted efforts, but are steps that bring you closer to a breakthrough. Seeking support and guidance. You don't have to navigate failure alone. Seek support from mentors, friends or professionals who can provide guidance and encouragement. Sharing your experiences and learning from others can offer new perspectives and solutions. A person running a not-so-successful restaurant might consult with a successful restaurateur. By receiving expert advice and insights, they can implement changes that could turn their struggling business around. Learning to adapt. Adaptability is a crucial skill when dealing with failure. Be open to changing your approach and trying new methods. Recognize when something isn't working and be willing to pivot. For instance, an aspiring photographer might find that their landscape photography business isn't attracting many clients. By shifting focus to portrait photography or event coverage, they may discover a new niche that brings success. Celebrating small wins. Finally, celebrate small wins along the way. Every small victory, no matter how minor it may seem, is a testament to your growth and progress. By acknowledging these achievements, you reinforce a positive mindset and motivate yourself to keep moving forward. In conclusion, learning from failure is a vital skill that can transform your journey through life. Embrace each failure as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. Remember, successes are built on the foundation of lessons learned from past failures. Keep moving forward, and let each experience guide you toward your ultimate goals. Chapter 9. Collaboration and Perspective. Life is a journey, and in every journey the path becomes clearer when walked alongside others. Collaboration and different perspectives are two powerful tools that illuminate this journey, guiding us to make well-rounded, thought-out decisions. This is the essence of Chapter 9, Collaboration and Perspective. The value of seeking advice. Imagine you are about to climb a mountain. You have the map, the equipment, and the willpower, but you've never climbed this particular mountain before. Wouldn't it make sense to talk to those who have already been to the summit? Their advice could save you from taking a wrong turn or running into unexpected difficulties. By seeking advice from others, we benefit from their experiences and knowledge, providing us with insights we may have otherwise missed. The power of multiple perspectives. Consider a painter working on a landscape. If he only stands in one spot and looks in one direction, his painting will capture only one view. However, if he takes the time to walk around and see the landscape from different angles, his final painting will be richer and more complete. Similarly, in life, Using a single perspective often results in a narrow viewpoint. When we engage with different perspectives, we create a more comprehensive and balanced understanding of any situation. A real-life scenario. Team dynamics. Let's look at a real-life scenario. Imagine you are part of a project team at work. Each member of the team comes from a different background and has various skills. Initially, there may be disagreements due to the diverse viewpoints. However, by fostering a collaborative environment where everyone's perspective is valued, the team's collective intelligence can be harnessed to produce innovative solutions. The key here is to listen actively and communicate respectfully. For example, if one team member suggests an idea and it doesn't align with your viewpoint, try to understand their reasoning instead of immediately dismissing it. Only through this open-minded approach can the best ideas emerge. Broadening horizons. One profound benefit of seeking multiple perspectives is that it broadens our horizons. Engaging in conversations with people from various walks of life introduces us to new concepts and methodologies. We learn about different cultures, philosophies, and problem-solving techniques. This enrichment of our mental palette allows us to better navigate complex issues. The ant colony analogy. Think of an ant colony. An individual ant on its own might seem insignificant with limited capabilities. Yet when millions of ants work together, they create complex structures, find food, and overcome monumental challenges. Similarly, humans achieve incredible feats when we collaborate and learn from each other. By combining our unique strengths and perspectives, we redefine what is possible. Avoiding groupthink. It is also crucial to recognize the dangers of groupthink. While collaboration is valuable, it's important to ensure that it doesn't lead to a dominant viewpoint overshadowing others. In a healthy collaborative environment, critical voices should be encouraged, and diverse opinions should be treated with respect. This balance prevents us from falling into the trap of making uniform decisions. Personal growth through collaboration. Finally, interacting with various perspectives doesn't just improve decision-making, it contributes to personal growth. By challenging our own beliefs and considering new ideas, we grow intellectually and emotionally. We become more adaptable, understanding, and empathetic individuals. Action steps. 1. Seek out diverse opinions. Engage with people from different backgrounds, cultures, and expertise. 2. Practice active listening. Give your full attention and strive to understand the viewpoints being shared. 3. Build collaborative relationships. Foster mutual respect and open communication in all partnerships. 4. Embrace constructive criticism. View feedback as an opportunity for growth, not as a personal attack. 5. Reflect regularly. Take time to consider how different perspectives have influenced your decisions and personal development. Conclusion. Incorporating collaboration and multiple perspectives into our decision-making process enriches our lives in many profound ways. It helps us arrive at more comprehensive and balanced conclusions. By seeking advice and valuing diverse viewpoints, we not only enhance our problem-solving abilities, but also cultivate a more connected, understanding, and wiser self. This collaborative spirit is a cornerstone of the journey towards self-improvement. Embrace it, and you'll see just how much more vibrant and meaningful your path becomes. Chapter 10. The Journey of Self-Improvement. Embarking on a journey of self-improvement is akin to setting sail on an ever-changing sea. Our ship is steered by the decisions we make, with self-awareness as our compass. Continuous self-improvement is a lifelong commitment that requires both courage and persistence. It means not just aiming for a better version of ourselves, but actively working on becoming that person every day. The sail of continuous improvement. The notion of continuous self-improvement revolves around the principle that growth does not have an endpoint. Every day presents an opportunity to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Jim, a bicycle mechanic, once decided to transform his life through personal development. He knew he couldn't just wish for improvement. Action was necessary. 1. Identify and monitor your goals. First, Jim wrote down very clear goals. These weren't vague dreams, but well-defined targets akin to milestones on a map. For instance, improving his communication skills or mastering a new technical area relevant to his work. Clarity is crucial here. Without it, you end up wandering without direction. Jim reviewed his goals weekly to monitor his progress, adjusting his sails as necessary. This practice helped him stay focused and motivated, continually propelling him forward. 2. Break big tasks into smaller steps. One critical lesson Jim learned was to break down big, daunting tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This made the journey less overwhelming and provided a sense of achievement with every small victory. Each completed task became a stepping stone, leading him closer to his larger goals. When he wanted to overhaul bicycle designs that incorporated new technology, Jim started by learning the basics of the new technology. This initial step set the foundation for more advanced learning, such as integrating the technology into his designs. 3. Embrace a growth mindset. Suppose Jim had viewed his capabilities as fixed. His journey of self-improvement would have ended before it even began. Instead, he adopted a growth mindset, recognizing that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This attitude transformed setbacks into learning experiences and failures into opportunities for growth. 4. Seek feedback regularly. Feedback is essential for self-improvement, as it provides perspective outside our own. Jim made a point to seek constructive criticism, whether from customers, colleagues, or mentors. Initially, listening to feedback was tough, but he soon realized it was invaluable for his growth. He learned that feedback illuminates blind spots, offering insights he might not have considered. With time, his feedback sessions became less about criticism and more about discovering areas ripe for improvement. 5. Maintain a balance between reflection and action. Self-improvement involves a delicate balance between thinking and doing. Reflection helps us understand what changes are required, while action propels us toward our goals. Jim made time for both. He used the evenings to reflect on his day and the mornings to plan actionable steps. Consistency in this practice helped him gain clarity on his progress, understand his feelings about specific tasks, and outline what needed attention moving forward. 6. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people surrounding us can significantly impact our journey of self-improvement. Jim aligned himself with individuals who motivated and inspired him. He found a mentor who provided valuable advice and joined a community of like-minded individuals for mutual support. These connections fostered an environment conducive to his growth. 7. Never stop learning. Jim's journey taught him that learning should never cease. Courses, books, online articles, and workshops became his tools for constant education. He understood that knowledge has no limit, and each new piece of information could spark innovative ideas and new ways to improve. Enjoying the voyage. Self-improvement, much like the sea, can be unpredictable and challenging. But these very challenges carry the seeds of our growth. Knowing this, Jim embraced the journey with both its highs and lows, enjoying his transformations and celebrating his achievements. By committing to these practices, setting clear goals, breaking tasks into smaller steps, embracing a growth mindset, seeking feedback, balancing reflection and action, surrounding oneself with positive influences, and continuing to learn, you too can navigate the lifelong journey of self-improvement. Remember, each step, no matter how small, is progress. Each decision shapes your voyage. Sail steadfastly, and the horizons you reach may be more extraordinary than you ever imagined. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us on this inspiring journey. Your desire to grow, to seek wisdom, and to spread positive energy truly makes this world a better place. We are incredibly grateful to have you as part of our community. By tuning into our audiobooks, you are not only enriching your own life, but also contributing to a ripple effect of positivity that can touch countless others. Your commitment to self-growth is both commendable and essential in these times. Remember, the power to change the world begins within each of us. We encourage you to comment below with your top learnings from this book. Let us know what resonated with you the most and, more importantly, which lessons you are planning to implement in your life. By openly declaring the new habits and principles you wish to adopt, you not only create accountability for yourself, but also inspire others in our community to strive for similar growth. Remember, sharing your breakthroughs and goals fosters a supportive network that can help you stay on track. Together, we can build an empowering circle of accountability, motivation, and success. Keep shining, keep growing, and continue spreading that incredible positive energy. The world needs it more than ever. Until next time, stay motivated and stay mystical.